I'm just finding it hard to really like focus after like that, an incident like that on the road so close to home. I just think that there should be some kind of like acknowledgement of some tragic event that happens in the area, of something like an acknowledgement of like if you need to talk or something, like if it, you know, bothers you. There's just nothing anymore. Like we're just on to the next terrible fucking situation, right? And it just bothers me because it's not healthy, you know. It's not healthy. We're so not healthy, you know. There's just all kinds of really evil shit going on. So it was right out here at the in front of Burger King, where a guy shot a motorcyclist. They say it was a road rage incident. The guy took off after he killed the motorcyclist, and then he took his own life. It's just like no big deal, right? There's just not really a lot of discussion around these things other than it's terrible, and then move on to brace yourself for the next terrible thing. The next terrible thing that that happened on the same exact day as this shooting was a club owner of a great place called the Birchwood Brewery in Gray, where I like to play. Me and Brian played opening night there. We enjoyed playing there a lot. That woman was run over by a car. I don't know the details on that one, but she was run over just a couple miles down the road here. So it's dangerous out here, you know. And like a lot of times I was just talking to somebody about, you know, this job is dangerous, and I worry. And I have struggles over it, and I think about how long can I do this? How long can I physically and mentally handle the conditions on the road? I'm just thinking a lot about that today, and about the people, the guy, the biker. Maybe the biker was doing something. It was a road rage incident, so maybe the driver or the biker were doing something that they shouldn't have. I'm running into a lot of bikers on the highway going in between traffic at over 100 plus miles an hour, and I don't know why they think that's okay. It's awful. I lost a cousin in a biking accident, and wasn't his fault, but there's a lot of just bad things out there on the roads, and we are now conditioned to move on to the next one. And I just wanted to stop and say, we can't just keep moving on anticipating the next terrible thing to happen. But that's where we're at. So we're asked to process trauma quickly now. Very quickly. Very quickly. We don't have time, because we're going to have to wait. You need to process your trauma quickly so that you're ready for the next bit of trauma, which is bound to come your way. And the way to like process the trauma is to think of others, right? Just for a second, because like people don't think of others anymore anyway, right? But you think of others to say, well, I don't have it as bad as they do, right? So the trauma that I experience is less and less than the trauma that they experience elsewhere, like in Gaza or in Ukraine. But like, it doesn't diminish, or it doesn't like stop the trauma. It doesn't, like, when you need time to process the trauma, it doesn't matter that it's less than others. It's still there. So we end up just kind of glossing over it. My wife and my kids saw the body of the motorcyclist under a sheet on the road. The guy who shot him took his own life, and like, and we're supposed to move on to the next one. I'm sure he'll run someone over, and then we'll have to deal with that, right? Just the way that people are fucking awful. Just talking about it helps me a lot, and like nobody wants to talk about it, right? Nobody wants to talk about it, so I will talk about it.